What is up, junkies? That's right, today is the day. As you guys know, I tweeted out some pictures last week of the newest bow review that was coming to Bow Junkie here. By the way, my name is Jason, bowjunkie.com, and I tweeted out those pictures and I put them on Facebook of the 2012 Obsession Lethal Force. That's right, the 2012 Obsession Lethal Force. It's finally here. After a long process of being able to get something and find something to review it on a stock machine, we finally pulled it off. And like I said, I got the thing in last Friday, and I just want you guys to know I didn't get the thing and take it out of the box, start shooting a video and giving you guys my opinion as soon as I got it so I could be the first one. I didn't do that. I have spent the last week shooting the tar out of this bow, finding out everything I could about the bow, and getting it into some other people's hands and seeing what they feel and what they think. So I've done my homework, and I think that a week shooting the bow is giving me a really good window to give you guys my personal opinion on this bow review. So let's get started. First and foremost, the overall finish of the bow is absolutely fantastic. This is an all matte black finish. So as you guys know, the matte black finishes really show imperfections in the milling and really show imperfections in the dipping process. And I can tell you that there's not a single blemish on this bow. And this bow came straight from the factory. So this is straight off the line. There was no there was no special attention given to it. This is just straight how it comes, and it is absolutely flawless. The graphics, I know there's a lot of stuff out there with the graphics. People are like, what the heck is up with Obsession's graphics? To me, the graphics don't mean crap. They really don't. I'm looking for a killing machine. I'm looking for something that I have confidence in and that I know is going to get the job done. I could care less of what name is on it or what it says on there. So the graphics are what the graphics are. You either like them or you hate them. It is what it is. But the overall bow is really, really nice. I really, really like this bow. I know that you guys have been waiting for this bow review, and you guys are waiting for the Athens review. I'm working on it, but you just have to give us time here. Let's talk about the cam system. The cam system is a Kevin Struthers design. I could probably stop there, right? Kevin Struthers is a genius. You guys know that. We're not getting into anything personal here. The bottom line is that the man is an engineering genius when it comes to cams. Don't believe me? Go check out the bows on the market right now that have his original cam designs on their bows or have taken designs from him. So the man is absolutely a genius when it comes to producing speed, smoothness, back wall, stuff like that. This is a Kevin Struthers designed cam. The limbs come from Gordon Glass. That's who makes our limbs. The riser, 6160 material, 100% made in America, no ifs, ands, or buts. And I can tell you that the customer service at Obsession Archery is their #1 priority. I have talked to Obsession probably a dozen to 15 times since February. Sometimes I call as, just in general and not tell them who I am. Sometimes I call for technical questions. Every single time I've called, the owner, Dennis, has picked up the phone. I have never been pushed to a voicemail. I've never been pushed to an automated service. They pick up the phone and they answer your questions. And not only do they answer your questions, they want to do whatever they can to help you understand their product. So that is a huge, huge thing. I want to reiterate that. Their customer service so far is the best in the business that I've seen. Bottom line. So, all right, as far as the overall bow goes, it's got the offset cable rod, so it gets the cables away from you. This is a 7-inch brace height bow. So this 7 inches, you're talking about a speed bow with a 7-inch brace height. Very, very nice. It gives you guys that forgiveness, plus gives you the speed. It's got a real nice wide arrow shelf. And so those of you that shoot a bigger, style launcher with a wider style launcher, you're not going to have any issues with the thing hitting the upside of the arrow shelf. Very nice. Other than that, it's a very simple killing machine. That's what this thing is. Comes stock with the limb savers. I think these are the Alpha Shocks or whatever they are. Comes stock with those. Right now I've got it with just an HHA on it, and I've got it with just a trophy taker limb driven rest. I didn't want to serve in a cable driven drop away rest for this because this is a loaner bow. This is not something I get to keep. This is not mine, but it is stock straight off of the factory floor. One thing that I want to talk to you guys about that's going to I believe take Obsession to the next level, and that is this. They are now partnered up with America's Best Bowstrings. This bow came stock with brand new 8190 America's Best premium bowstrings on it. So as of now, all the new Obsession bows that are being shipped out are going to come stock with 8190 America's Best premium bowstrings. I think that's huge. I've been testing this 8190 stuff for a couple months now, and I can tell you that I am impressed. I am very, very impressed. Now, I am not a spider at night. I don't spin and weave silk out of my rear end to where I know the ins and outs and intricacies of, of material, string material. But I can tell you that not once does my peep rotate, not once have I had any string stretch, and I can tell you that this 28.5 inch on the drawboard is exactly 28.5 inches. This is not 28 3/4. This is not 28 7/8. This is exactly 28.5 inch when we put it on the drawboard. It's actually so right to spec that I asked them to send me a 29-inch mod because all my 28s have kind of stretched out a little bit more and so forth. And I'm also going to be using this, this caliper style Scott release to get me to my comfort zone. So if you have ordered bows in the past and you're used to having a bow come at a certain draw length and you already know it's going to be a little bit longer, I'm telling you, you better do your homework on this first, because if not, you're going to be asking them to ship you some more mods to get your draw length to true draw length. So, okay, as far as anything else goes, that's enough about the product. For all the technical specs of the product, you guys can go to Obsession Archery's website. It's right down there on the ticker. It has got two limb stops on this thing. So I will explain to you the back wall here as I shoot it. Got a peep sight in and a D loop on. Let's start shooting the bow. I will throw this thing on the chronograph here on a separate video. As you guys know, try to get the most videos we can for you guys. So we will put it on the chrono here before I leave. So I'm shooting this with a Gold Tip Pro Hunter 5575 right at 350 grains. So it's a little heavier for IBO because this is a 65-pound bow at 28.5 inches. So here we go. Do I need to say anything? I mean, seriously, do I need to say anything? That's Kevin Struthers right there. Did you see how smooth it came back? And I bet you I would derail this string if I tried to pull any harder on this back wall. Absolutely rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. It is the solidest back wall in the industry, bar none. I'll put it up with any back wall that I have tested yet to date. There is absolutely no hand shock whatsoever. I do not have any stabilizer on here. I'm going to put the stabilizer and the GoPro on it for you here, guys, in a minute. But as far as the back wall and the draw cycle, it is so smooth, and it is right there. There is very little valley. It stacks up early, and it just goes consistent till you're right at the back wall, and it just drops right in. If I'm in a tree stand and the deer moves, from one spot to another in a shooting lane, I don't have to worry about taking this thing back and moving it. It's not going to create, it does not want to take off on me. It does not want to take off on me. As far as it just sits there. It just sits there until I want to let it go. It does not want to come back. It does not want to go left to right. It just absolutely sits there. As far as the creep goes, let's talk about the creep. Okay, the creep, you feel like you got to let the thing go. I mean, you really do. You feel like you got to let the thing go. You feel like you have to push it forward in order to let this thing creep. It is not going anywhere. Absolutely flawless. At first, I was a little worried about the grip. I think I just killed my arrow. At first, I was a little worried about the grip because I thought it was going to be a little bit too long as far as this way, but it doesn't. It fits perfectly in the throat of my hand, and I'm able to do this thing now that I learned from Randy Ulmer, where from Tim Gillingham, where I just barely touch the end of the riser here, the forwardness of the grip as an anchor point. I absolutely love this bow. This bow is a killing machine. It is fast. I do not need a stabilizer on this bow. I'm telling you that right now. Now, I will put one on just because I'm a dork and I like to have cool accessories and stuff like that, but this bow does not need a stabilizer. I will throw the GoPro on here in a minute. The draw cycle is absolutely flawless. There's absolutely zero. This bow doesn't even know what cam lean is in it, and it is not. Obsession Archery is not trying to win over the world with flashiness. They are just trying to produce a top quality killing machine, and I can tell you that Dennis has exceeded that expectation. Absolutely one of the nicest bows as far as draw cycle, aftershock, back wall, and speed that I've ever shot, and yet to this date. So there it is, the 2012 Obsession Lethal Force. Let's throw the stabilizer and the GoPro on it and get you guys a couple shots. Okay, we've got the GoPro mounted to it. If you guys are wondering what stabilizer is, that is a Paradigm archery stabilizer. It's actually made out of wood. It's pretty slick little thing. But all right, we're gonna shoot it with the GoPro on it so you guys can see how it holds rock solid. Okay. All right, so as you guys saw from the GoPro shots, there is very little vibration. You know, I don't put the GoPro all the way out at the end of the stabilizer so that the stabilizer sucks up all the vibration. I try to put it as close to the riser as I can in order to get my hand in there and everything else, so that it, you know, I want it to, you know, depict exactly what is coming off of the bow. So as you guys can see, you guys can compare those GoPro shots to our other videos with our other bow reviews and see that that thing is just, I mean, after the shot, it's just right there. So it's a I'm very impressed with this bow. Dennis has produced a great bow. You know, they're not trying to set the world on fire as far as, you know, flashes and stuff like that, and I can really appreciate that. So if you're looking for a dealer here in Ohio that carries Obsession, I don't know who else picked them up after the ATA, but I do know that Ken Baldy from Baldy's Archery out in Berlin Center, Ohio, I know that he is an Obsession dealer now. But if you're not sure, go to their website, pick up the phone, call Obsession, find out where you can get your hands on one of these. I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised at just how nice this bow is and just how fast, accurate, smooth, and just vibration free. I'm just very impressed. So sweet, it's a sweet bow. 2012 Obsession Lethal Force. You got to check it out. You just really do. But hey, listen, we appreciate all the support here at bowjunkie.com. Without you guys, none of this is possible. Find me on Twitter. BowJunkie9 is my handle on Twitter. Get over to our Facebook page, 330 Outdoors. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm giving away something every month. Whether it comes from our sponsors or whether it comes out of my pocket and I just go buy it just to give back to you guys, doesn't matter. Every month I give some sort of a giveaway. So go over and stay in the loop with us and stuff like that, and get over to the website, click on that link up at the top for little Gracie Purdom, buy your $10 decal, and help a cause a whole lot bigger than all of us. So as always, shoot straight, hunt hard, God bless, and we'll see you right here next time. BowJunkie.com.